how are you today? Kim McGillis joining you from Canada. How has your day been? I can't believe it's September 26th. I am gonna log in here. It's 12:21 here Eastern time. I'm a little late to the party today. Let's see. Oh. So my husband just called before. He always checks up on me, and I feel like sometimes he forgets that I go live. So he's the sweetest. But I was like, okay, I have to go because I have to go do my live. I have a new collection for you today. And if you're joining me for the first time, please say hello. Please say where you're from. If you're catching the replay, please say replay as well. I've got an exciting collection for today. I just thought I would work with a new suite. My little area right here is almost done. I cannot wait to show you. I've been like, Chris is like, you're looking, Chris is my husband, he's like, you're looking for perfection here. He's like, you're not gonna get a magazine mini studio. And just for sakes and clarity, I have furniture that is as old, 25 years old, like as my kids. So it's not because I have anything new. I just like to make things pretty. Last night I hosted our garland home, like the harvest home kit, and we turned it into a wreath because I like to do things different. So the outcome was so good. Everybody got to pick their own word, so like it could be a different word, and I used the party banner dies. It was very relaxing. I had it for, it was, we never do this, but yesterday was like a theme night, so it was a wine, and then I had that charcuterie board done. It was so cute. I think they had fun, and I had embellished their little boxes. I have 2 kits left. If ever, I could show that to you a little later on. But yeah, so and they all had their initials on it. It was lots of fun. So some of you were asking me, it is a 14-inch wreath. I don't know if you can see it right here, but I'm just gonna try to show you a little bit. Oh yeah, you could see it. I have to maybe push it a little higher. So one of the ladies put autumn, and with a 14-inch wreath, it fits perfectly as well. It was longer, and the most interesting part is everybody had a different wreath. So we all used the same kit, but some people, like, their wreaths were smaller, some their wreaths were bigger. It was lots of fun. I know, so a couple of you have reached out. Yes, the starter kit in Canada will be on sale. Well, it's going to be on sale across the globe. It's just for Canadians. The price is so good. You get 2 options. So if you're interested in lots of product, you can message me. The starter kit will be on sale on October 1st. If you're part of my list, you have received an email a couple of days ago, I think. So, allô Sophie, comment ça va, ma belle? So yeah, so very exciting price. You could get more products and just pay the $135, or you could pay, you get $165 of products and then pay less. So that's a great option. So fun. And what else? I'm trying to think, because normally I come live every day. Now I've switched things up. I think I'm just going to do lives on Fridays because I have other things to offer. Lots of exciting plans ahead, and I just thought that this might be a better option for everyone. So I do want to go in my French group to start doing some lives there as well. Okay, so can you guess which collection? It's my favorite color. Lots of fun. So I'm going to see that I'm working with the Peaceful Garden Suite collection. Let's see. I'm going to tilt this a little bit this way, and then we're going to fix that. So the collection does come in French as well. Not too bad. I could just straighten it up a little bit. And let's just zoom. Oh, did it just switch? It switched sides. No, please don't tell me it's gonna switch sides. I don't know, I always stamp away from my work area. I don't know why I do that. Like I'm just gonna toss this aside here and let's see if it helps. I'm almost scared of moving it, like zooming in and out. So we might stamp a little closer today. So this is the stamp set. It's called Peace on Earth. And then it has these dies, which are one of my favorites. And if you look in the catalog, it's on page 32 and 33. And then I don't have the stamp set in French, but as I was looking through my things this morning, I said to myself, maybe I should get that stamp set in French. So in French, it's called Paix sur Terre, and it has really cute greetings as well. So it might be an option for you to get. This is like the coordinating ribbon. Look how pretty this is. It has like a shimmer, and it also, the color itself is called Moonlight and Silver Edged. So it's the moonlight color, and then it has that silver edge. And then I love the embellishments. I've put them here on one of the tags. I've used this tag to show you. They come in 2 different sizes and in 4 different colors. So they're the blues. They call them hues of blue flowers. So you could use these all year long. It doesn't only need to be like for the Christmas period. You could use them in the summer. Also, I feel like they kind of look like snowflakes as well, right? Do you not feel that? If you have this collection, I would love for you to put a thumbs up or maybe say that you did buy the collection. I was a presenter for an event for Stampin' Up, and then I had made lots of projects with it, which some I will show with you today. So, and I just fell in love, and especially if you know me, you know that blue is my favorite color. So my color combination, I really focused on the designer series paper. It's like Misty Moonlight. Actually, I'm going to show you what I did. I've added the colors right here. So these are the color combinations that go with the collection. So when I'm designing, I'm using all of these beautiful color combo that matches the paper. Of course, if you wanted to do, like we were talking, like a different color, like in pinks and stuff, it would look not coordinating designer series paper. So this is Secret Sea, which is one of our new in colors. And then you have Misty Moonlight. And then this is our other new back. Will it not come back? We'll see. We're back. Okay, so we're back. I hate when Facebook freezes this. It's not fun. But anyways, I was saying that basic beige was also a beautiful color that comes with the collection. So when you're taking out and designing projects, it's a great option to like design with all of these colors since it matches the designer series paper. So once again, Secret Sea, Misty Moonlight, Cloud Cover, Pecan Pie, Crumb Cake, and basic beige. So here's the package for the blue flowers. Look how pretty. Do you not think that these look like snowflakes? I think that they do. And then it also comes like with this shimmery cardstock. So look how beautiful this is. I think we should even use these to create snowflakes with other collections because they're so cute. And then, of course, there's also a coordinating embossing folder, which makes that this piece fits right in there, which we're going to talk about and show you today. So that's fun. So you get to see this part. Oh, we got a little piece that fell off here. And then I love that the envelope could fit in a bird's mouth and then these little branches as well. And we're going to talk about a little technique as well today that I could show you. And then let's talk about that beautiful paper. Again, it's a designer series paper that, look at this, like it could be used not just for Christmas and the holiday period. That foliage. So pretty, right? So it's not just a holiday paper, but it's stunning on its own. And here comes the crumb cake. So we get to see that part of the crumb cake. And then one last one, these pieces. So lots of beautiful colors right here. Okay, let's get crafting. Before we get started though, I just wanted to share with you that if you're placing you're in Canada and you're placing a $65 order before tax and shipping, you still have a couple of days to earn the Floral Charm Suite Collection 12 tutorial PDF. If you can't place an order with me or you choose, there's also in my section, kimmcgillis.com, where you could purchase this tutorial. So you could go there and get that. Obviously our Canadian money, it will just do the compensation and the amount, or if you're Canadian, then it would just be the actual price. So you have a couple of days for that. And then in October, we have a brand new 12 tutorial coming your way. So that's gonna be fun. I was like, I always forget to mention it, and I'm like, I should. And also that's part of the collection. You could purchase this kit. It's a stamp set, but there's also the Peaceful Days sticker sheets. So the sticker sheets are fun, and I'm gonna show you what I used it for a little later on. But look at these gorgeous sticker sheets. So that's great. You could get the entire scrapbooking kit, which I am gonna link for you as well, so you'll get to see that part. Okay, so let's get crafting here. Enough talking, Kim. I'm using a scrap piece this morning of basic white, and then I'm gonna go with Secret Sea. I'm still debating if I switch to YouTube because of the cuts with Stampin' Up, with this, I mean Facebook, that it always cuts off. Here we go. So you see that it's not perfection here, and I'm not aiming for perfection. I want those like blue tones. Now I'm just gonna add with my water painter some water here, and I'm flicking on water to create a watercolor technique. And this time it was perfect. It's actually the most beautiful water paper that I've seen. So you see how it created these little specks of water, and because there's so many, they dry very quickly. So that's like cheating. It's like watercolor without really doing watercolor, right? So following that, like, you'll want to use your stamping blends, and I'm just going to use Secret Sea, the light one, and I'm going to flick on a little bit of specks. Now you have to be gentle because you don't want to damage that tip, but if you're scared, you could also just grab this tool, like your bone folder, and tap on, and you'll still get those little specks. The only thing is they'll be slightly smaller, but you'll still get that look. Okay. So now I'm gonna pull those coordinating dies. So I do have them on here as well. And let's grab, can I grab it from here? We'll try. We'll try super hard. So I'm gonna use this large branch right here. So there we go. It's like I almost need another second workstation. Pop out the little branch and see what it looks like. Look how pretty this is. So you get that two-tone watercolored look. And now you're probably thinking, what are we going to do with this branch? I'm going to show you a couple of things. So we're going to grab a piece of cardstock. This one is 3x6. I'm just doing my little minis. I love doing my minis. So 3x6, and then you're going to score at 3 inches. And then we're going to grab our piece. It's going to be 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Perfect. Now I didn't re-ink because I don't want a dark look. I just want a very subtle, soft look. So initially we used our blending brush to create this watercolored look. This time I like to have spec because that's my thing. I do that. You don't need to do that if you don't want to, if you want that soft look. Now we're gonna mount this right on top here. This is the side that I chose that I want them. Let's grab some dimensionals. It's been raining here all week, and so we've been indoors most of the time. I try to sneak the dog out when she can. Speaking of our dog Riley, she did attend our class last night, which is a first for her. So she's never been to, she's never really been in the basement. So that's where I have my studio here in this house. And she doesn't do stairs. So she came and loved it. So she was so happy to see everyone. Didn't want to leave. It was the funniest. Now here we lay our little branch, and then I'm gonna grab one of those doves. So I've already cut this little dove, so we're gonna add that one right on top. Here we go. Oof, it's starting to turn so good. The best thing that I suggest that you use if you want to draw the eye is like to use the Stampin' Up's journaling pen, the 0.4. They work great. So, and then I'm just going to use a light pecan pie just for the beak. Now the Ooze of Blues flowers are so fun. I thought we could just add one. No, maybe. Actually, let's add them here. Let's place them. So this was the big one. Let's grab a small one and place a small one next to it. And then maybe one here at the base. Got a stash of linen thread. This one is the Baker's Twine Essential Pack. It has different colors, very neutral. There's also black, but I don't have the black one in here. So I'm just gonna do a very delicate bow. So this is not part of the suite, but I just thought it would be fun. Oops. I make double bows so often that I kind of tend to forget how to make regular bows. Silly, but so the smaller you go, the more delicate it will be. And then we could just place it right there. For this type of, oh my goodness, I don't have the great scissors today. For this part, because it's so delicate, I prefer using mini glue dots to set them. let's just set that mini glot there. Now I do have lots of leftover from that collection, so I feel like today this would coordinate beautifully with it. I want to use one of our baby envelopes so we could coordinate. We could have also used like the wider ribbon, but it wouldn't have been the same, right? So, okay, let me just grab a baby envelope here. I love my babies. And then now you know that when I do my babies, I have to make a coordinating little box with that. So there we go. So I should let it dry, but anyways, I'm just going to trim around. Oh, thank you, Arlene. She said it is so beautiful. And then here we have our first mini card. So it's so simple, so beautiful. And now I want to show you, if you're not into the doves and you want a different option, then I'm going to show you. I also made these. So this, let's toss this aside. This here is Secret Sea. Maybe I should show you close up. So this is Secret Sea. This one is Misty Moonlight. So remember, I was using everything with the coordinating paper. This one is Pecan Pie. This one is Cloud Cover. And then we have Crumb Cake, which looks so good. And this one, oh, this branch, it should be going that way. These have traveled, right? So I used to live in Regina, so they were in Regina, then they took a plane a couple of times, and now they're here, so, in Ontario. So, and then this one is Basic Beige. So now I'm gonna plan on doing a little holder for them. Not sure which one you prefer, which color, but they all look cute. And then I've just embossed with white embossing powder the greeting. So I use from the Piece on Art, All the Best. And I just cut out the part in Your New Adventure because they're mini cards. So that is why I had to remove that part. And then I use those white flowers for the bottom ones, and then here it's really Cloud Cover, Misty Moonlight, and then Secret Sea. So the same technique I also did in big cards, and I think we're maybe running out of space a little bit. Let's see if I can put a little bit more lighting this way. So we're gonna toss these aside. Oh, Katie's saying that these are little beautiful little cards. I don't know if you have a favorite, and do you like it with the little dove on top? I just find that it's so fun. So I'm gonna toss these aside. So here is a bigger version, same technique And then I used the larger die, like this die. Oh no, actually it's the bigger die. It's the bigger one. I think it's this one that I use to make, showing again our 3 colors. So if I bring this back, then you have all of these that coordinate and makes a beautiful collection. This does not belong there, guys. It belongs where I was been looking for it. And just to correct, it is the smaller one, because if I grab, like I said, I made this like in April, so yeah. So that's the smaller one. So now we have these tones and everything blends, and this is a great way of trying the watercolor technique, but just with a simple layout. You get to see little Riley hairs on there because we have our white golden retriever. And then I added those flowers on top. And then I said to myself, okay, why not make the same thing, but in the beige colors that coordinate? So here we go. So now these blend well together. Katie says that she loves the dove. Me too. I was like, oh, the dove looks great. So we could add, like, I have lots of doves I pre-cut, so we could add a dove in there as well and do the same version as we did with this one. Now, what's fun about the dies as well, I'm going to show you something else. So I went ahead and cut 2 pieces from, so this is like the larger die. So again, this one right here. And I've trimmed the edge at the bottom. And then I cut a 3rd one. And then I cut both of the pieces, like the top and bottom. So like these 2 parts have been cut. So if I toss this aside and show you like this, it's been cut, like the full thing. As for these 2, I just removed the bottom part, right? You get to see that. And then you score at the 2-inch mark right here. On your last piece, you'll score at the 1/4 mark on all 4 sides, and then this creates that cute little box right here. So to clarify, I've cut 3 of those large ones from the dies that coordinate, and then I removed the 2 bottoms on 2 of them, scored at the 2-inch mark. On the last one, normally I show, like, I've removed both top and bottom. I've scored at the 1/4-inch mark, and then I'm able to create this little box. So if you fold these inside, and you'll have to adhere them like with your best glue that you have, this creates that little box. Once that little box is made, then you just fold your ends, and then you could just stick them on right here. And once you do that, I'll use my favorite punch. I'll punch with my 1/8 circle punch, and then you could assemble this cute little box. I'm going to show you what it looks like here. So I added a dove, and then it makes this adorable box. You'll see on the sides here. And on the inside, it fits those, my favorite chocolate nuggets, Hershey nuggets. I added the coordinating designer series paper on there, and then you could fit 2 of them. So it's fun because they tuck right in there, and those are great gifts. So you could have that as a serving at Christmas time, or even for Thanksgiving, and then you could set that for everybody that sits there at the table. So that's fun. If you grab the smaller die, so this one, not this one, and then you score at 1 1/4 on each side, then you have a smaller box. Look at this. So what that one does is it fits a tiny nugget, just one. So some people deserve the one little treat and some people deserve two. So it's like mom and baby. Let me just add a dimensional here because, and again, I coordinated it. I added all the best. And then on the top part here, I added a flower, and this one goes with from the coordinating set. It's called Peaceful Days. So I grabbed that little flower and I added it. So these are very cute treats that you could give to either customers or family members, or if you're hosting a dinner. I just find that they look so good. It's very simple to make, right? You can just snapshot the box and then you get that part. So that's lovely. And then the next thing that I want to show you is I made a couple of different cards. So many good things. Going live once a week can be fun because you get to see everything in one view one day. So this one was when Stampin' Up! Hosted for us. This was one of the make and takes that they had made. And then there was this one, which is adorable as well, where you could just open with the ribbon and then you have the paper on the inside. So that's a great way of using the designer series paper. I love that technique. I love that the die cut image fits right directly in the embossing folder, so we get to see how this coordinates so well. Right? It just fits in there, and I love when everything coordinates. You know me. You could even make envelopes that coordinate with the leftover designer series paper. I also made this card. This one opens like this. And then here, I took the negative, not from this one, but from the other. And then I just went with my blending brush and created my own designer series paper. So I added these doves right here with the negative image. And then when you pop them up, this is what the inside looks like. I'm gonna show you the blue version, right? Because I have to do all of them. Are you more in the blues? Are you more in the neutrals? I would love to know. This is my blue version. What's great about also like the stamp set itself is that you could create your custom greetings. So that's a fun thing as well. I used this greeting for this one though, heartfelt prayers. And same technique, our watercolor technique is right there. Joan is saying that she loves both. And then when you open it, this time I added that dove on the inside. It should not be glued there. It just opens like this. See, you get to see that little dove. So it says with deepest sympathy. So you get the blue version. And then when I hosted one of my classes, I also made, I'll show you that, little coordinating holder where they fit all in. And then there's this little box and all the cards go on the inside. Including the envelopes. Katie says that the blues pop beautifully. And then I also made a mini album. So I blended the scrapbooking collection that pairs beautifully with it and used the Peaceful Days stamp set. And I created a pocket where, you know, the inside you could add photos. I'm not sure, I might tweak it a little bit. Like you could add photos or a text or something for the inside pocket. So you see that new little bird, very different. Our technique is still there. And then we have I used coordinating ribbons, and then I started adding on the inside some pictures, and I'm not done. It's still going to be a work in progress, but I'm hosting a craft along class where customers could craft with me and do this from their home. So I don't want to put all the pictures quite yet, but it just opens like this. And then I added a bunch of different elements and the tags. And in the end, I did this little card where it opens like this. So I think on my Facebook Live, you get to see I have a section where you could sign up for my emails. I suggest that you sign up for my emails because you don't want to miss this craft along class with me. There's going to be a couple of options. You'll be able to purchase the collection. We're going to be making a bunch of different projects, and you could and I'm going to say this, you can craft with us, or you could catch it in a replay. You could also grab that bundle from me if you're from Canada and don't have it, or if you're a demonstrator, you could just use your own collection. But we are going to be using Jardin Paisible en français, and then in the English one, it's called Peaceful Garden. So that's a collection that I'll link here, that some of the cards will be different, but you will get to make this mini album. I suggest also that you grab the Peaceful Days, but this will all be listed in an email, okay? If you're part of my Club Create, once a month I do a Club Create where I ship products by mail. You could also have a different version of this class, but this is for the October month. So it's going to be a full shebang about this entire collection. So let me just add all of these little things here. I can't fit them all. I just wanted to give you a sneak peek and how much I love this pretty collection, and that we'll be designing lots and lots of more stuff. I feel like the cream doesn't go. Let's do the blue ones, right? Let's show some love for blue. And you know how much I love blue. So I hope you'll join me on this craft along. It's going to be in a personal group, not here on live on Facebook, because there's a lot of details and I want to take my time and explain, and we don't want Facebook to freeze. So, but I just wanted to give you that sneak peek today so you got to see a little bit how much I love this collection, okay? So enjoy your weekend. I put a roast in the crock pot. It smells amazing here. My craft room, aside from this desk here right now, because I joined you live, is immaculate, actually. I hosted a class last night. What's great about kits, my stamp room was back to normal. I have 2 little towers left to organize here, and I'm going to be sharing a little tour with you of my crafting space. So I can't wait to do that. So Katie's asking, can we participate if we are in the US? Absolutely. It's just that you will have to purchase your products if you're a demonstrator on your own, or you will shop with your local demonstrator. So you could participate from anywhere across. You'll have measurements, and you could pre-cut ahead of time. I just thought that it would be a pretty collection to work with. And if you're from Canada and you want to shop with me, then I always add some extra little perks, little special touches for you where you have included in your kit. But if you're from Canada and you just want to do the craft along as well, you'll be able to do that too. So enjoy your day, everyone. And I cannot wait for you to come and craft along with me on, it's going to be on Zoom, and we are going to make lots of projects. Everything's going to coordinate. I always have boxes that go with my classes, and we are going to be doing this mini album because it was a very big request. I need to show you how to do that. Have a great day. Bye-bye.